Seeing a UDFA here, that another guy. So not a guy we drafted, but a guy we signed. That was another guy we talked about in the show. What that JD talked about was Clemson tight end. Was it Jake Briningstool?
Yes.
Jake Briningstool.
Yeah. Briningstool. I hope that's true. I hope it. Yeah. Per Charles Goldman, so I know it's good. Yes, sir.
That's great.
There it is.
That's a good grab, man.
Yes, sir. Hell of a grab.
That's a real good grab. That's
wow.
Our biggest name, definitely so far.
Yeah. Yes. Without a doubt.
JD, you want to talk about what he brings to people who didn't watch the prospect show a couple weeks back?
Oh man, athletic. He's a pass catching tight end. You put him out in the slot, he'll beat guys man zone, catches the ball really well, gets up the field, very crafty, just almost like Travis Kelce. I count him to more of like a Gesicki, but a little bit more tougher. And for him, he was like, he kind of likes how Gesicki plays his game. Gesicki knows how to get open. He's more of a receiving type of, tight end. He was a wide receiver. Well, he was a volleyball player, converted to a tight end. And Gesicki's been killing everybody out there. The difference is Gesicki ain't gonna block a soul. He ain't gonna do it. Okay, Briningstool will bring it. He's gonna hit guys in the mouth. And so this is what I'm talking about. That's the 13 personnel right there that you're looking for. You're looking for a pass catching tight end that can get open and learn from Travis Kelce. He is that guy. He's got great length and size, very athletic. Good enough to come out there, man, and win, one-on-one. So this is a hell of a pick. Look at 6'6", 241. Dude, he can play some ball. He can absolutely play some ball.
It's a good grab. I mean, dude, he was projected. I was seeing him in mock drafts get taken like the 4th to 6th rounds.
Yeah.
So I mean, we pretty much got our last 251 pick back.
Yeah.
That's part of why we did it. We're like, you know what? Let's trade it for Smith. Let's already start hammering out those UDFA deals right now. Let's get the hell out of here and just start. Because when they saw how much talent was up, they're like, you know what? We don't need to pick 251 and 257, dude. Like, look how many guys are out there. Let's just trade up, get our guy, and just start hammering deals out.
Yeah, and he'll go up and go get it too. He's a great, red zone threat. No question about it. G-Pick said, no, bro, Tiny is a good tight end. He is. Tiny's a good tight end. He just got the knee injuries that hurt him. Shoot, I love Tanya. I'm not out on him by no means. But as far as like getting up the field, catching the football, Tanya can't do. He doesn't have it to him anymore like he used to. I would, if Tanya can go in and block and do all those different things, he could catch the football. Tanya could catch the football. Very talented tight end. Very talented. But Jake Briningstool, and then you got Jared Wiley and those guys. We got some daggone like our brother over there, Lance would say, skyscraper and cleats. That's what he call them, skyscraper and cleats. So, hey.
Do you think, because you talked about the packed RB room right now, that like Brashard being in there, it's going to be kind of uncomfortable for some people. Mm-hmm. Now, does Briningstool make it a little bit uncomfortable for some of the guys in that tight end room? You mentioned Jared Wiley. He was a day 3 pick as well last year. Day 3 doesn't mean you're locked to make the roster the next year at all. So does he make things uncomfortable in there as well? Having a guy like that come in there?
No, because we run multiple set tight ends. So we'll use a guy like this also too, man, on special teams. You got to play some special teams. If you're a 3rd or 4th tight end, you're going to have to play special teams.
Got a lot of tight ends though.
Yeah. Well, okay. So as far as I'm saying, the ones that's not, that's in there, like you said, yes, it is going to be looking around like, okay, can this guy come in and take somebody's job? Absolutely. Hendershot is still with us. Hendershot is a really good, tight end as well.
Tanyan, Hendershot, Wiley.
To my count, I have Kelce, Gray, Wiley, Tanyan, Briningstool, Hendershot, and Ferkser. That's 7 tight ends.
They'll get down to 4.
That's a grind.
Man,
I'll tell you what, man. Just make it do a seasonal reality show on that room. Just for the battle to get out of that one alive.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
And it's funny because Kelsey be like, okay, one of y'all is supposed to be the heir apparent to me. All right.
Yeah.
Once you guys battle and fight it out.
That's a reality show, you know. We'll rename it the old one that he had back in the day called Catching Kelsey.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
replacing Kelsey.
Yeah, it's gonna be all about replacing him.
You're gonna see he's gonna have all the guys go out there and say, okay, I want to see how many of y'all guys can go get 10s. Can some of y'all go get the star power I got like in the Taylor Swift? How many guys? That's the challenge. Let me see what it's gonna look like. So
yeah, instead of a rose, he gives out a football.
Each week they cut down in the tight end room.
Ooh boy!
Well, draft it up, man. Go ahead.
This will have some good ratings to it.
See, you're in Los Angeles, man. We're right with script and send it out over there.
Nah, it doesn't want to be an actor. You want to do that. That was old. That was old Kelsey. That was pre Taylor. He doesn't want to do reality show stuff anymore. He wants to be an actor now.
Yeah.
He's too good for reality shows now. How crazy is that?
Well, yeah, I mean, Ferkser was on and off the rotation all year last year, on and off, or just being on the roster last year. So I could see him being one of the first ones gone. Tanyan, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, we need to see if Briningstool can bring the pain here. But I mean, hey, he's got JD's blessings. So that's a good way to start things.
Yeah, no question about it.
I know John Marshall said his acting is horrible, by the way, but on the field, the king.
Man, it ain't that bad. His acting's not horrible. I think he does actually a pretty decent job, man. For him, they just need to let him just be him when he's out there with their own personality and stuff. Don't try to put him in a box and do certain things. Just let him be him.
You mean don't make him act?
Yeah, right. Say, hey, man, just use your personality like you just being you.
Don't put him in a box of like writing the character for him to try to be somebody.
Right. You just be you. Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost like like Vince Vaughn and those guys.
I was just gonna say like 70%. The best Vince Vaughn roles are like when he's playing himself.
Yeah. So
in Vince Vaughn's prime, if I turn on one of his movies, like the first 5 minutes, you can tell if it's gonna be like, are they gonna ask him to act or is he playing Vince Vaughn? And at the moment you can tell he's trying to act like, oh man, I didn't come to see this shit. I came to see Vince Vaughn be Vince Vaughn, man.
Right.
Yeah, give Kelsey the artistic freedom to be Travis Kelsey in the movies.
Be him.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Be Trav.
There you go, guys. I mean, yeah, we really with this Briningstool thing, we kind of put a stamp on this draft as far as what we were able to accomplish in this thing. Got DT, we got OT, we got the end, running back, receiver, linebacker, and then we got our tight end here. I mean, it's just next level stuff, man. Veach, I don't want to pat ourselves in the back any more than we already have on the show, but I feel like Veach watched our show or somewhat. Pinnell mentioned they do watch our stuff, right? So Pinnell's watching it. That's only a couple of degrees away from Brett Veach, right? So like, I don't know. It's free advice.
Look, man, I know guys will sneak in and say, man, did you see what they said on who? Who said what? And they'll go check it out like, oh, man. I mean, it's just entertainment for them. They want to see the things that we got to say on here. So Jake Briningstool, okay? I love the name, all right, because that joker brings it.
It's a good tight end name.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Come on, Jake, bring it, okay? So the joker could play some ball. And kind of watching him, the Gadsden was the one I want to talk about and speak about. But I think Jake Briningstool is another guy that you could probably get maybe in a later round somewhere, fourth or fifth. But he's a baller to me as well. You talk about like that body type. He plays big. I've seen him line up on corners, safeties, linebackers. He runs great routes. Physical, can make guys miss. He's an NFL ready tight end. He is. So, kind of just watching him. If we went and got a guy that could kind of do it all, size wise, and they said that he's willing to block. He's a willing blocker. 6'6", 241. Okay, so now we're getting into like the smaller build guys, right? Fanning was one, 6'3", 240 something, and here he is, 6'6", 241, Gatson, here he is 6'5", 245. And so these are pass catching tight ends that could mold really well into what we do offensively. Jake Briningstool, he's another guy that you line up in the backfield. You put him on the edge, put him out of slot, put him wide. He's got all the tools. He's got all the tools. Good hands, catches the football in against a big crowd of guys. Runs great routes, but I think, man, he didn't shy away from contact. That's another thing. I think he catches the football, man. He actually looks for the contact that you were talking about before. So I'm really impressed by his athleticism and him catching the football. And he would fit exactly what we need as far as filling in for Travis Kelce, if you will. So I think you have a guy like this, if you don't go for your traditional guy that can block, inline block, maybe, regulate that to Noah Gray, or maybe get another one of these guys out here. But Jake Briningstool, man, is a guy that could play a long time in the NFL. If Mike Gesicki could play for a long time in the NFL, this guy right here, Jake Briningstool, fits the bill and can do the exact same thing and not more. And he's more physical than Gesicki is, without a doubt.
It's interesting. That's one of his player comps, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a lot more physical than Gesicki is. That's for daggone sure.
Is he a late round? I mean, what round do the experts have him going at, JD or Tage? Do you guys know this?
No, I don't shoot.
He's not one of the tight ends that gets brought up. Obviously, he's more of a late round gem type.
I've seen day 3. I've seen day 3. Bleacher Report has him at a 3rd round.
What? The Bleacher Reports have every tight end in the 3rd round? What is this?
They have him tight end 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what I was telling you before, broad jump, he's at 9.7, vertical 31. The explosion. And that's not what we're looking for, like the explosion.
Draft Network has day 2.
Wow. I mean, he's a baller, man. He can absolutely ball. So there's 3. So we just showed the last 3 body types of guys, big body tight ends, or, size-wise, more pass catching, get open, runs great routes. These 3 guys that we just showed would be a great fit for the Chiefs, any 3 of them. So.
Yeah, one of them will slip. NFL comp Josh Wiley, NFL comp Grant Calcaterra.
Oh, Calcaterra's the backup for the Eagles.
Oh, soon to be started for the Eagles, but yeah.
Yeah. Chad says, if you draft a blocker, then please use him in the proper situations.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know how much of a mauler he is in the blocking game. He's kind of like how they describe Mason Taylor. Puts himself in good positions, good at shielding off defenses, but not really like a go out and get him. I think he's got the bones to do it, though. He's a big dude. So I think he's got that there.
Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of length, man. He catches football really well from his body. But yeah, like you said, you're looking for somebody to come in and just absolutely be a brute. Yeah, that's not what he's there for.
Nah, you went a little finesse with your tight ends today, eh?
Yeah, man, hey, man,
we looking for finesse, didn't you?
Fit for the Chiefs, baby.
Yeah. I see what you're doing.
Yeah. So if we're looking for somebody like who's going to be the heir apparent, right? Noah Gray, Jared Wiley, and any of these 3 guys, I think would come in and give us what we want. Especially if we're not going to run the football like we should do, as we should.
Yeah.
Run some zone and keep these guys out there. Just let them go up there at 2nd level. So, send JD out there, boy.
They don't make them like they used to, JD. I mean, when you were playing and you saw a list of tight ends that had the size, some of the sizes we talked about tonight, would you just be like shocked? Like, man, if you were in 90, 96, if you saw tight ends that were listed at 6'2", 240, like Fannin, would you be like, what? That guy's not a tight end.
Yeah, it'd be like the H-back type of dudes, really. But these guys not even like H-back, but they go block somebody. Usually H-back goes in, fits inside, or goes and reaches to the edge like a T-Rich, like a fullback. That's what you're like, a fullback tight end.
Right.
hybrid. That's what you are as an H. But these guys coming in, doing that.
Briningstool also brought up the fact that he's compared to Gesicki a lot.
Who
And
did?
Briningstool himself brought up Gesicki when he was talking about player comps and guys he's modeled his game after.
Interesting.
And he even said, funny enough, his biggest flaws. Wait, he didn't say that though. No, right? Okay, no. It just said his biggest flaw is the parallels of Gesicki being blocking is his biggest flaw too. So hopefully, yeah. But then again, a better blocking Gesicki would have been like a first-round pick. So I mean, you're talking about a guy who could do it all there if you have that.
Yep.
But it's not easy. I mean, Gesicki, I don't think he's improved much at that since he's been in the league either. So, I mean, he didn't have it then. He doesn't have it now.
Gesicki comes in the room and say, listen, I know you want to sign me. I am not here to block anybody. I'm not. So I'm here to run routes and catch footballs. That's it. So you want that guy, you got him. You want somebody to come over here and knock somebody's face mask off? That ain't me. You know, you got to be honest. Sure, we love your honesty. You know, Gesicki knows what he can and can't do. So.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.